Good afternoon. I'm very late today because I fell this morning and I had to have some help getting up and everything, and I just wasn't right for a while. It's the vertigo thing, amongst other things. Anyhow, um, what's going on? Oh, all right. Trump's complaining his wife isn't showing up. She don't want anything to do with him anymore. You know that. You know that. I know that. Everybody knows that. And what happened there? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm here. Just having some difficulties with things. Okay. Now, there's a headline today about Putin's lightning assault jolts Europe away. Let me tell you something, okay? These things, these moves that Putin makes, at military assaults and whatnot, don't happen overnight. All this means is, all this is showing is a lack of intelligence or a lack of awareness on Europe's part where it comes to Russia. So don't be thinking that Russia's got is so special. It takes time to plan these things. They're not done overnight. You've got to move men and equipment. Now you can hide it. We did it during World War II. Anybody can hide it. It takes time. You don't do it overnight. And usually somebody finds out about it. Especially in today's world, it's very difficult to hide that kind of stuff for any length of time, unless you're not watching for it, unless you're just being stupid. Let's see what else is going on. Israel's ground offensive creeping, and Israeli's offense is creeping towards central Rafah, and the country of South Africa just turned around and said that their genocide is horrible. They're doing everything everybody else does. It's not. This is not just the Gazans and just the Palestinians that are out there killing innocent people. It's done on both sides. This is not a pleasant situation. George Romney says if he were president, he would have immediately pardoned Trump. Yeah, well, you weren't president, and if it was at the time, if you were president, Trump wouldn't be doing some of the stuff he's doing now, probably, because there wouldn't be election coming up. Don't expect Biden to pardon him. You know, he may pardon him after he's convicted, but he's not going. He's going to let him get convicted and let the people of the world know what kind of asshole he is before he does anything. And that's the same thing Trump would do, except for his Proud Boys are concerned. They're all getting out the day he gets elected. You know, getting out, picking up their guns, and going back to the front lines again if they want. Some of them are smart enough never to do that again. You know, for some of them it was a joke. Then you got this idiot, the field goal kicker for Kansas City Chiefs, making anti-Semitic statements at a Duke University graduation. I mean, that's just stupid. How to screw up your whole career. Unless he thinks he's got some sort of contract where they're going to have to pay him anyhow. That's because that violates all sorts of codes, ethics. You know. Oh, what else is going on? Arizona woman is charged in North Korean IT worker scheme that raised millions. These people are smart. There's a lot of smart people out there. What happens with these smart people, though, how do they get caught, is they get greedy. That's just the way they are. Um, it's like Trump. Trump. You always say this when you talk about rich people. When is enough enough? You know, you're not going to spend it in your lifetime. It's just not going to happen. Some people, I guess, some people must think they can. That life is that they're going to live forever or something like that, you know. But most people are smart enough to realize that, you know, when you're dead, you're dead, and that money ain't getting in the. That money's not getting in the tomb with you. And if they put it in there, all it's going to do is, you know, rot and decay. Which, you know, in Trump's case is pretty much what he's doing now. Anyhow. Oh, excuse me. Haven't had one of those yawns all morning. Alright, what else is going on? Alright, this is done. Go over here. I have to go searching for things because they're not, I don't know the terminology, they're not locked in right now because I had to wipe everything out yesterday. Well, everything was wiped out, and I just wiped the rest of it out and so I could install my operating system again. Clarence Thompson is in all this trouble, and yet nobody's doing anything about it. He's been caught taking bribes, he's been caught doing this, he's been caught doing that. Okay. So that part's done. Trump is gonna really screw up the country if he gets elected. You know, you read these little articles. Now I'm seeing verification of some stuff that I read on YouTube and whatnot, and showing that this man is out of his mind. Well, I don't know whether he's. Aaron Rodgers is praising Putin. Aaron Rodgers is for a Mensa, a genius that he's supposed to be, exhibits some very strange behavior. You know, those are extreme things. You know, genius and insanity are very close to each other, just like love and hate are very, very similar. You know, they're extreme emotions or extreme talent or whatever. And, you know, this is just, oh, I don't know. Tuberville, you got all these guys that are facing indictments, criminal trials, and when not showing up at Trump's trial. I don't know whether they want to hire their lawyers or they want to see what's going on. They want him to win because they want him elected because they know they get pardoned the next day. If Trump doesn't get elected, Trump's not the only one that's going to go to jail. There's going to be a whole bunch of congressmen, senators, and stuff like that that are going to end up in jail or censured or something's going to happen to them because this is just, you know, this is ridiculous shit. What's this say? Biden doesn't want an audience for his debate. With a live audience would help Biden more than Trump. I think so. But you have to make sure it's not staffed with all Trump people because that's what Trump will do. You know? Alrighty. Back over here. Everything's still working, which sort of amazes me, you know, that it's still working. Okay, what happened just then? Nothing just happened just then. Sometimes I feel as if somebody else has got control of this computer besides me. You know? You ever have that feeling? I get that feeling every once in a while. That's an old article. Why do they have such old articles? You know, they keep putting old articles up here, you know. Don't want that. Don't want that. Alright, let's see if we can do that. There we go. That'll help. There we go. Alright. I used to, you know, checking ABC now, I used to watch ABC all the time because ABC was, um, when I was growing up, was younger, more hip, and more entertaining. You had Walter Cronkite and ABC's people that were been around for a long, long time. And don't get me wrong, I trusted those guys. They were usually, you know, right on with everything else. But it was time to, you know, you didn't want to listen to that droning on. You wanted some more different perspective on the news, you know. But that's why I started watching ABC. It's the same as all of them now. It's not very good anymore. You know, there's a lot of changes going on in the news down here. I mean, I don't know what it is. It seems that you can't disagree with the president down here or express a contrary opinion or, you know, cover a contrary opinion or something without getting fired or asked to be removed or something like that. Usually most of these people quit. I don't know where they go. Um, but they leave Caracol, they end up in the local news in Antioquia or someplace else, I guess. I don't know. Caracol is pretty much, it's comes across as a national news service. It's not. It's more of a Bogota centric type, whereas you know everything as it says, you know, Antioquia News is Antioquia News, which pretty much is left to Medellin. Huh. All right. There's some good stuff there. I just don't have time to go through it. All right, let's do this. Let's call it a day. If anything happens, you know I'll be around, and I'll come back and tell you what's going on. Otherwise, I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Have a great evening.